In the peaceful gardens of Jetavana Monastery, Buddha sat beneath a tree, surrounded by his attentive disciples. He began to speak, his voice soft yet filled with wisdom, resonating deeply in the hearts of all present. Social media, Buddha said, is like the lake where men toss stones to see ripples. Seeking fleeting acknowledgement and validation, his gaze wandered over the group, resting momentarily on a young disciple named Ananda, who listened with quiet reverence. Imagine the man who throws stones into water, Buddha continued, believing ripples confirm his worth. Yet ripples vanish quickly. Ananda asked hesitantly, Master, does the man derive satisfaction only from the temporary motion of the ripples within the lake? Buddha nodded, his serene demeanor reflecting patience. Indeed, Ananda, he said gently. Come closer. Ananda knelt, feeling both reverence and vulnerability before the enlightened one. The air around them felt charged with timeless teachings. Buddha said, Let me share with you an ancient tale of equanimity, rooted in wisdom, patience, and profound acceptance. An elder disciple said, The ripple analogy perfectly matches human behavior today. Master, seeking digital affirmations, stillness has vanished within hearts. Buddha responded calmly. Social media amplifies attachment to ripples. Approval has become digital currency, traded at the expense of spiritual freedom. He gestured toward the tree under which they sat, adding, Just as branches sway, approval sways minds, dragging hearts away from harmony. Neighbors hurried to console him, declaring his loss as misfortune. Buddha paused, ensuring his words etched deeper into their hearts. The farmer responded without despair. Buddha continued, Perhaps it is misfortune, or perhaps not. The disciples exchanged glances, absorbing this unusual perspective. Use social connections wisely, but never allow external interactions to become sole measures of identity. The disciples nodded in understanding, their expressions filled with curiosity, wanting to delve deeper into the wisdom Buddha shared regarding external perceptions. The villagers exclaimed with joy. Buddha said, What great fortune you now possess. But the farmer merely said, Perhaps it is fortune, or perhaps not. Buddha's disciples began to see layers of profound wisdom beneath the surface of simple acceptance. The true nature of the lake, Buddha explained, is unchanged by ripples. Stillness exists always, whether or not stones disturb it. Villagers mourned this tragedy. Buddha's story intertwined with life's unpredictability, reflecting the intricacy of human experiences. People crave approval to mask uncertainty about themselves, believing ripples quiet unease. Yet unease remains beneath ripples. The path to liberation begins, Buddha declared, with addressing unease directly. Liberation emerges when illusions cease to dominate the mind. Villagers exclaimed, How fortunate is this outcome? The farmer's reply remained the same. Buddha said, Perhaps it is fortune, or perhaps not. His disciples recognized the deeper teaching, hidden within neutrality, a path transcending worldly judgments. Refuge inward reduces reliance outward, enabling hearts to be still regardless of external ripples. He gestured toward the trees swaying softly nearby and said, Nature remains harmonious, its movements unburdened by attachment to fleeting approval. Such harmony, Buddha explained, can be cultivated within individuals. Stillness stems from hearts unattached to impermanence, rooted deeply in wisdom. Sariputta said, Master, your teachings guide us toward peace amid distractions caused by impermanence and unrest stirred by restless seeking. Buddha agreed. Wisdom emerges gradually but requires effort and mindfulness, detaching the heart from transient illusions, seeking what truly endures. Acceptance is the doorway to freedom and resilience. His words seeped into the hearts of all present. He added, as clarity emerges within stillness. Wisdom blossoms naturally, cultivating peace free of ripples both real and imagined. The soft rustle of leaves framed the quiet wisdom Buddha imparted, inspiring disciples deeply to challenge attachments and cultivate inner liberation. Hours passed as disciples reflected on wisdom shared, aware of societal illusions preventing their minds from appreciating life's eternal harmony. Buddha's teachings illuminated the path ahead, guiding disciples toward peace within, transcending impermanence reflected through ripples forming their digital worlds. Embrace life's transience as sacred. Buddha's disciples felt the wisdom resonate with their individual experiences, a timeless remedy for their worldly dilemmas. A young disciple named Kunda asked earnestly, "Master, does the spider find comfort in its web, or does it become entangled instead?" Buddha replied calmly, "Both occur, Kunda. The spider clings to its web for survival but becomes bound by its own intricate creation." He continued, "Meditate upon impermanence, allowing its truth to soften your attachments. Root yourselves in awareness and compassion. Connections can be meaningful, yet attachment grows from craving validation, transforming the web into a trap." He continued, "Every thread in the web represents likes, followers, or comments, reinforcing illusions that bind the heart and the mind." Another disciple interjected, "Master, how do we escape this web while participating in society where these threads dominate lives so completely?" Buddha smiled, his wisdom embracing their concerns. "Freedom begins with awareness. Recognize the web's nature. Neither shun it nor immerse in its illusions." He gestured towards the tree, saying, "Nature exists harmonious, its movements free from entanglement, never defined by attachments. So can hearts emulate this?" The disciples observed the breeze sway the branches lightly. Reflecting on the harmony Buddha emphasized within mindfulness free of entanglement, Kunda added, "Master, the web analogy resonates deeply. How do we cease weaving threads without disconnecting from society altogether?" Buddha responded patiently, "Cease weaving from craving, not intention. Connect through compassion and wisdom, detached from validation or the weight of approval." He continued, "When intentions are pure, the threads woven serve others without binding the soul. This is the middle path online." Sariputta nodded thoughtfully, asking further, "Master, how can we discern the threads serving others from those entangling our thoughts within illusions and attachments?" Buddha replied with clarity, "Discernment arises through mindfulness. Before weaving, question intention. This path is not a punishment but an opportunity to strengthen the traveler's resolve and adaptability." The Buddha explained, "In life, we face countless storms and challenges. They test us, but they also prepare us for greater heights." Buddha observed their reflections and said, "Remember always, attachments grow subtly. Watch thoughts closely, and do not weave threads hastily without introspection." He gestured towards a bird flying gracefully nearby, saying, "Freedom flows through awareness." The bird's flight symbolizes liberation unbound by unnecessary attachments, Sariputta commented. "Master, your analogy inspires us deeply. Though attachments seem inevitable, how do we detach while remaining connected thoughtfully?" Buddha answered warmly, "Detachment thrives alongside mindful connection. Live aware, balancing interactions with intention detached from illusions dominating restless minds." He added, "Balance arises naturally as wisdom blossoms. The soul learns gradually to participate harmoniously without weaving threads entangling hearts unnecessarily." Kunda asked further, "Master, can detachment feel isolating, as hearts wish connection deeply while fearing attachment may replace genuine relationships instead?" Buddha reassured them, "Genuine connection transcends attachment. When compassion guides intentions, Interactions flow freely, unburdened by illusions or expectations distorting relationships. He continued, use social media as a tool wisely. Each storm forced the second sapling to extend its roots further, creating a network that intertwined with the earth. One day, a great tempest arrived, stronger than any other, raging across the landscape and sparing nothing in its wake. Buddha concluded, practice mindfulness daily, understand illusions within threads, detach from craving their permanence, cultivate lasting peace through hearts rooted firmly in wisdom. He smiled gently, observing their growth within reflections shaped by shared wisdom and peaceful harmony existing. Between liberation and thoughtful connection, hours passed as disciples meditated deeply, aware of societal threads entangling restless minds while realizing freedom within hearts detached fully from illusions. Then, Buddha said, a traveler passed by and saw the man sitting amidst the ashes, his sorrow an anchor holding him in place. The villagers exchanged glances, their curiosity piqued by the arrival of the traveler, their anticipation growing. The disciples gathered around him, their hearts open to the wisdom he shared, seeking guidance for navigating modern complexities mindfully. Buddha began with a serene tone. Life unfolds in balance, like a bird navigating the sky. Balance sustains harmony always. Sariputta asked thoughtfully, Master, how can one maintain balance while engaging with social media, where distractions and attachments arise so easily? Buddha smiled gently and replied, the middle path teaches us neither extreme indulgence nor complete renunciation. Balance resides in mindful engagement instead. The flames of the kiln are like the challenges we face. They refine us, strengthening our character and purpose. Without struggle, we are like raw clay, full of potential but unable to serve the world with our true strength. Each action online should align with intention, never driven solely by craving or impulsiveness. He gestured toward the blooming flowers, saying, see these blossoms? They radiate beauty but remain unattached, thriving momentarily without seeking external acknowledgement. In distant lands, broken pottery is mended with gold, not to hide its cracks, but to highlight its imperfections. These golden cracks transform the pot, making it even more beautiful and unique than it was before it broke. Pause and question, does this action foster peace, understanding, and compassion, or merely fuel craving? He added, balance arises naturally as one cultivates mindfulness, ensuring each step taken aligns with wisdom and leads towards greater harmony. Sariputta reflected aloud, Master, this path seems challenging. Distractions dominate everywhere. How does one strengthen mindfulness amid such overwhelming temptations? Buddha nodded understandingly, saying, strengthen mindfulness through practice. Daily reflection, meditation, and intentional living reinforce awareness amidst society's tempting yet fleeting distractions. He pointed toward the flowing stream nearby and explained, notice water adapts while flowing. Like water, flow mindfully without losing essence or purpose. The disciples observed the stream intently, its effortless movement teaching them adaptability while preserving balance within life's changing currents and contexts. Kunda said, Master, your analogy inspires deeply. Can social media, too, be used adaptively without losing authenticity or succumbing to relentless comparisons? Buddha answered with compassion, authenticity flourishes through sincerity. Share truthfully, uplift others, and never measure worth by comparisons designed to distort perception. He continued, intention determines outcome. When actions arise from compassion and truth, tools like social media foster connection without disrupting inner peace. Ananda asked, Master, does equanimity fade with overuse? Even when intentions remain compassionate, how does one prevent tools from becoming traps again? Buddha explained patiently. Prevent overuse by setting boundaries. Awareness of time spent ensures tools remain instruments, never evolving into masters themselves. He gestured toward the setting sun, adding, "The sun retreats gracefully each day. Knowing balance sustains the universe. So, too, retreat mindfully always." The disciples reflected deeply. Understanding boundaries cultivated within compassion sustain freedom. Preserving balance between meaningful connection and the pursuit of truth, Sariputta observed. Master, boundaries seem essential. Are boundaries alone sufficient, or must one continually refine intentions alongside practicing moderation wisely? Buddha replied, boundaries alone are incomplete without reflection. Continual refinement aligns intentions with wisdom, allowing mindfulness to adapt dynamically across experiences. He smiled and said, remember, the middle path evolves with awareness. Balance thrives only when rooted firmly in wisdom growing unceasingly. But Master, I asked, what if I doubt the wisdom offered to me, fearing it may lead me astray? Buddha gazed at the horizon, where the moon rose higher, illuminating the grove with a soft, steady light of guidance. Trust is built through discernment, Buddha said. By listening carefully and questioning with sincerity, seeking alignment with truth and reason. Faith is the fuel for your flame, a deep trust in your own journey and the lessons life provides you. Mindfulness is the shield that protects the flame, an awareness of your thoughts and actions without being overwhelmed by them. His words felt like a soothing balm, calming the turmoil within me and offering a path to the liberation I sought. Lastly, Buddha said, cultivate gratitude for the opportunity to learn and grow, recognizing ignorance as a stepping stone to wisdom. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.